Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. This video is going to be about One Piece, obviously. It's going to be about Dracula, Mihawk versus Zoro. Now, the first fight they had, which was way long ago, back in East Blue, Zoro obviously got dismantled by the guy because this is his goal, this is his dream, this is what he's always wanted, is to be the greatest swordsman in the world. That was told by his backstory and all that stuff, and what he says, he wants to be the greatest swordsman. So the greatest swordsman has to beat the greatest swordsman to become the greatest swordsman, obviously, which is Mihawk. Now, I think the next fight between Zoro and Mihawk has to be the greatest fight in all of One Piece. It has the potential to be the greatest fight in all of One Piece, I should say. And it should be. There's so much backstory and lore in this fight. Well, not lore, but there's so much history in this fight. Zoro bowed his head, a man so prideful because his captain needs him to be stronger and learn hockey. So this is his teacher now, and he has to beat his teacher in a fight. He has to dismantle him. Now, it's not gonna be an easy fight. And if it is an easy fight, then that will be the most disrespectful thing ever. And Mihawk will be, in my opinion, considered trash if it is an easy fight. I think the hockey, the visuals, all that shit needs to be on point for this fight. Because this fight is one of the most important fights in all of One Piece. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Zoro needs to handle himself well. He can't lose to Mihawk. If next time they meet, I don't think there'll be another chance. I think if Zoro loses, which I doubt he's going to, Mihawk will kill him. Why would Mihawk give him another chance? Now, you could say, oh, Mihawk likes fighting strong people, so he'll probably let him live. That is a possibility, too. But Zoro has had all this time to train and all this time to get better. And he's gotten leaps and bounds stronger. I think everyone can say that. He dismantled King. Well, no, King was actually fucking him up. 100% without a doubt. Fucking him up. But Zoro has always risen to occasions. He's gotten stronger with each battle. His hockey is ridiculous. His armament hockey is ridiculous. The stuff he's doing with Emma. Peak. Yes, you could say he got a power up because of Emma. And Mihawk is very relevant in the story right now. I will not skip ahead 20 seconds. Mihawk and the Cross Guild. Very important. I think it's going to be very relevant. Anyways, Mihawk versus Zoro. 3 swords versus 1. Giant fucking sword. Do you think he's gonna pull out the knife again? That'd be fucking funny if he starts out with the knife. Well, that'd be disrespectful to Zoro, though. And I don't think he's gonna do that because he's a very man of stoic and belief in the blade. And he spent all this time training Zoro, so why would he do that? Now, I don't know when this fight's gonna happen, but it has to happen. Zoro or Mihawk can't just be off screen by Shiryu or somebody. That would be so fucking terrible. That'd be such a missed opportunity. It'd be in my opinion, if Shanks dies before meeting Luffy. Those are moments we need to see. Zoro will never be, in my opinion, the greatest swordsman. Yes, if Shiryu of the Mist beats him technically, and then Zoro beats Shiryu, that means he's technically stronger than Mihawk. But I think Mihawk needs to happen. 100% without a doubt. And I think most people would probably agree with me. Mihawk needs to happen. It's a fight everybody wants to see. I think the hockey coming off, I think the clashes, I think the shit Zoro's going to bring out, because he has to go all out on this fight. I think it will be a fucking close fight. Now, in my opinion, if the same thing happens that happened between Luffy and Katakuri, where Luffy and Katakuri both fall, and Zoro's not clearly the winner, I don't think that should be a big, massive W for Zoro. Zoro needs to beat him and still be standing to prove that he's stronger. Because I want the community to know Zoro is the strongest swordsman in the verse. Luffy gets discredited for his fight against Katakuri because people will say, oh, Katakuri just kind of like morally gave up. And I think Luffy's going to get discredited for the Kaido fight as well, because Kaido took a lot of damage, but Luffy was the one who ended him. Anyways, Zoro needs to beat him. It has to be a 1v1 the whole entire time, which I don't think anyone would step in on this fight, because everyone knows how much this means and how much weight is behind this fight on the crew. Like, exactly like what happened on the last one. Everyone watch Zoro fight. And it will be interesting to see this fight. It'll be interesting to see what's going on. Because I want to see who Luffy's going to fight while Zoro's fighting Mihawk. What, is he going to fight Buggy? Who knows? This fight is the most important one. And Oda has to reach in his bag. He cannot give us lackluster chapters. He needs to zero in and focus on this fight for every chapter it's in on this fight. This fight can't be a couple chapters long. That's why I don't think One Piece has 5 years left. Because this fight could take months. And I would fucking love it. Because I think it needs to be a long fight. I think it needs to be one of the longest fights in the verse. It can't be one of these short fights. And yes, you could say there was long fights in the verse, but most of them were off-screened. This fight needs to be on screen as much as humanly possible. This will be one of the most gas periods of One Piece for Zoro fans. I think for all One Piece fans to see this fight and how it goes on and how it continues will be impressive for any One Piece fan. This has to be one of Oda's best sections of One Piece. Has to be this fight. Because it is one of the most like looked forward to things in my opinion to happen in One Piece is this fight. The rematch of the century. Zoro versus Mihawk. And yes, we all know what the outcome should be. But Oda is very good at changing our expectations. Now, I think, obviously, Zoro has to win. But will he win in grand fashion? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. This fight is incredible. And this, in my opinion, is what I'm looking forward to the most in One Piece. 100% without a doubt. I want to see what Mihawk is capable of. I don't think Mihawk has been pushed to his limits in such a long time. I don't think he has had... I think he'll have fun. I think this will be the first time in the series where Mihawk has genuinely had fun. Because he's been by himself. He's been a warlord. He's been protected by the government. Yes, he's not a warlord anymore. But he will be able to go all out against somebody. And I think the last person he went all out against was Shanks. And now he finally found an opponent that is worthy of him going all out against. And it will be a spectacle for the ages. This will be prime One Piece. Anyways, I hope everyone has a good day. And thanks for watching. Bye.